Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
I think he's a bat. I feel like he would be a bat.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal.
Oh yeah, my name's Stone. Thing.
Once Ororon is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Yippee!
Oh, thank you!
I'll be counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
Goodbye, Gramps.
I'm not gonna get used to that. This new grandson of mine is way too polite. Oh, don't give me that look. Yep. Doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd have never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Solly's back. What does he really want?
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Are we gonna tell Paimon? Paimon, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it, Traveler?
You pull Paimon aside and tell her everything that you... Okay.
What? That captain?
Keep your voice down!
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you?
Nope.
All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
We still need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together.
We're obviously gonna go. This would be boring if we didn't. I'm glad I'm doing this now. I was kind of holding off on it because I was scared that the microphone thing will happen again. I did like a test before actually starting recording, and it didn't sound bad, so I really hope it doesn't sound bad again.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
It's fine, we can just beat him up.
What was that?
My grandson.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
Hi.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I think he's a bat.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
He's Canadian.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Please do.
Well, I could.
Let's get straight to the point. Sorry. What?
It's all clear. Over to you.
What do you mean?
Excellent.
What?
The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Oh man.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
What does she plan on doing? Like, these guys are really making me second guess what her plan is. And I wholeheartedly trusted her. I trust her.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
So then what's your plan?
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
So is she only doing this based off of chance? Does she actually know what she's doing?
Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
Are we meant to actually be seeing his face? How do you breathe in that thing, man?
An emergency plan?
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
Something tells me that this plan is going to be her pulling a Fosslors, basically.
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses.
We've worked against an archon before. Twice. But she seems like a good person.
My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the abyss.
Can you at least tell us what the decision is? What she'll be doing? Because how am I supposed to know the severity of it?
To make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa.
Oh.
Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
What is it? I can't just agree blindly. What's happening? Who's there?
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
What the heck?
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
We're not doing anything illegal.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
Did you just push him? I knew it. Did she see that? Jeez.
Citlali! When did you get here?
You know what we were doing? I was having a little chat with my grandson.
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
Jeez, there's no hiding anything from her.
How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
If he stays quiet long enough, maybe you'll forget that he's there.
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
Wait, Citlali! Please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline my grandson.
You're right, traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Ororon for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Well, that happened.
Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time.
Is he allowed to say without the captain getting after him?
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
If we stop talking, maybe he'll think we aren't here.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You!
You're the one who walked away.
Sorry, Granny.
Granny! Sorry, Granny! You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
I don't think this is a healthy way of getting through to each other.
You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
This is getting sad.
Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
The ley lines?
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. Paimon's starting to get lost.
Yeah. Can we skip?
That's not it, Granny.
There's something off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
Wait, what?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Oh,
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
every antisocial person has that ability.
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful?
It's probably because he knew how she'd get if she found out, which is why he didn't want to tell her anything, but now it's gone like this anyways, so at the same time, it's like, what's the point? Sorry, I'm slowly starting to side with him, because this reminds me of my own granny, and I don't like it.
Ugh, little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Okay, now that doesn't remind me of my own granny.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals.
Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Ororon would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what the captain said. And also, I can tell that Ororon's stubbornness has hurt Citlali deeply. Need to find a way to comfort her. That's fair, her feelings. There's just a lot of miscommunication going on here. What was all that about Ororon's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Yes, please.
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Yippee! Paimon's got a secret food fund, so she can do the honors.
How did this become Paimonville? All right. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that?
Yay!
So you can just sit back and enjoy, Citlali. Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
This is so complicated. we were trying to make her feel better. And everything we do is just wrong.
Are you sure? We can save you some more.
I think it's rude to reject elders' wish to pay for food and drinks.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Okay. You can do it. You can do it.
Sure, that's fine with us. But Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Citlali.
It's not something we can really help, to be fair. Like, it'll have to be mended over time. This stuff.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
I am hungry. I started recording at 6 a.m. Bright and sharp, so I could get some time in to do it before I ever get interrupted. I don't want to get interrupted. 3 of you walk into a tavern and find a quiet spot to sit. Ian Paimon orders some food and fruit juice, while Citlali begins chugging down bottle after bottle of wine. Oh no. I want me some fruit juice, though. That sounds bomb.
What are you looking at?
Do you see 2 people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
No, Granny. Granny, no.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzli here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Hi.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
You're talking about her like she isn't right there.
Huh?
Oh.
Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
It's all gossip to her. Jeez, Mosa. After Chonka leaves, Citlali downs a few more glasses and begins to stare blankly into space from her chair. You start wondering whether she's actually drunk or working through some complex problem in her head. Look at her. She's so cute.
Citlali? Citlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Itzli, don't ya?
If that's an option.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
Granny Citlali, you're not a monster at all.
Yeah. You're just old.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Who, me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am. Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am. She snores like an old person, too. She does not look like she's asleep.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's what she did. She's a crazy woman. But I like him crazy.
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
What the heck?
Behind the smoke, The lingering smoke.
What is wrong with this woman?
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Well, that sounds terrible.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes.
You know, I've never meditated before. Is that actually how it's done?
Huh?
Oh, hi. Are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
Are you actually sober now? What?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
What the heck is going on? I've never had a character like this.
You feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
Probably be for the best.
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Wait, what's wrong?
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
You're acting like we haven't seen a whole side of you within the past hour. We know what troubles you already.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Shame.
Actually, about that.
Huh? Tell me what?
You know...
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Well... Alright, Citlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset.